My grandfather, he was born just before the Depression, and he grew up in a time when being American Indian was not okay. It was not culturally acceptable. Because of that, he was unable to ever experience his culture in a way that I have the privilege of experiencing mine. So because he could not, is why we have our children dance and why we pass it on through our family, because, you know, it's who he was. He actually fought for this country. He was a veteran of World War II. He was in the U.S. Army. And so he fought for the rights that we have to be who we are. And so because of his sacrifice, I want to make sure that I honor that.
I always knew I was Native. My mom, we had our oral traditions and stories and things that we did that came from our culture. However, we weren't around it. My regalia is a Southern cloth, ladies' Southern cloth. I have the bird that is on there, and it's because I do like to sing. My beadwork, it took a couple of months to make. Each of our designs were either handed down from grandparents or parents, or it means something to us personally. It takes a lot of work. We know many dancers who dance with their great-grandparents' beadwork, so it's very important.
So this is the Northern traditional style outfit. It's a mix of Plains influence, West and East Coast influence. Again, where my people were from, there were a few eagles, but they weren't very common, but yet you see me wearing plenty of eagle feathers. This would have been worn, something similar to this might have been worn by warriors when they were celebrating victory in a battle or something, or when there was some type of dance to celebrate. They would have dressed similar to this. In the Northern traditional style dance, it's meant to be a fairly aggressive dance. It's supposed to be kind of visceral and cutting. So when you step, when you dance, when you move, the movements are angular. And the stomping, when you dance and you stomp and you claim the ground, you know, that's important. So when you come out and you dance Northern traditional style, you have to come out with a certain mindset and say, man, that's my ground right there where I'm dancing. I'm going to stomp, I'm going to take it, it's mine. You know, you're going to look around, you're going to have that attitude about you.
The dancing stems from different stories and different cultures, and so dancing in that manner is reminding. A lot of natives, it's all oral tradition. The stories that I have from my great-grandmother and my family were just passed down. So when we dance, say, the jingle dress dance, that you are causing people to ask, well, where did that stem from? And then you can give the answer, or your little ones, as you say, okay, this is why you're dancing this style. And so it's ongoing tradition and culture. Because I believe that knowing others builds a respect, and we can honor the different cultures and the diversity.
And so I want people to come away saying, man, not only do I want to know who I am, but I'm taking a lesson away from this and saying, you know what, when somebody says something that sounds silly, I'm going to stop and think about it first and say, well, maybe they don't mean it that way. You know, we spend so much time being angry and offended with each other, and we really could just learn a lot from each other.
Yeah.